I've just teamed up with this hero.
Get on.
And before we go to Padstow, we've pit stopped, haven't we, at a place called Inkies, which is actually a barbecue joint in the middle of absolutely nowhere. Well, nowhere for me. But we just noticed that there's actually a really cool walking trail, and we are going to go to the waterfall. Glither Falls is a stunning natural beauty spot in Cornwall. It's situated on the southern edge of Bodmin Moor. There's a series of cascading waterfalls along the River Foley. The place is so beautiful. Just everything's covered in moss, everything's quiet. And this is the only start of the trip.
Or slowy from, I imagine, the quarry down to wherever it was.
So there was a lot in the ground back in the day around here.
Yeah, very rich in iron, tin, clay. Cornwall's famous for his clay, his tin, his coal. But the last 50 years or whatever, people leave these boxes at hidden places.
Oh, okay.
You sign it, you date it, and you can add like stickers to it or something like that, your own mark. So you could put a couple of stickers in there with your Instagram tag, and when people find it, they can tag you in it and things like that.
There's just something about running water outside. It's just so calming, even though it's so loud. I just think it just looks beautiful. So used to being in the city, getting out here is so refreshing. And of course, we're blessed with the weather today. It was an absolutely fantastic little walk to break us into our Cornish tour. But we're a little bit peckish now, so we are going to go and get some barbecue food. That's right, there's a barbecue joint at the bottom of this walk. So how did you hear about this Inkies barbecue place?
So I put a post on Instagram and I was like, where's the best places to visit in Cornwall? And I had about 15 people say Inkies is a place to go.
Inkies is a slice of Americana nestled in the Cornish countryside. It's been open for over 8 years and it's a definite hit with walkers and locals.
Yeah, we've got to go again. Well, here at Blythe the 9 years.
9 years?
Yeah.
That's wicked, isn't it? That's really nice.
It's an amalgamation of things as we've progressed as a business. So we
Well,
started in a horse box with a bit of outside seating when we took on here. Then we built that building, and then the other bits of
Saloons come on after.
It's sort of a little bit fighting fires. Be into it in this country yet?
No.
They don't understand the old £half a pork, whatever. So our platters we do. Yeah.
So they're set
Brisket,
priced.
pork and wings. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's more lunchtime.
Lovely bun, that thick sausage. Sides of that bacon.
Yeah, it's proper, isn't it?
Proper nice.
Peaches, we've got pecans, whipped cream. Just a light breakfast before going on a food tour. And wow, exactly what you want. It's sweet, the pecans work fantastic. I've just got into pecans actually. A fantastic start to the day. We are now off to Padstow, but we're actually going to stop at one place beforehand that Curly Gaz says that we need to visit before heading in.
Now in St Merrin, it's a little village about 3 miles from Padstow. Around here it's got 7 different bays, and it goes 7 bays for 7 days. You've got Boobs Bay, Constantine, Trianon, well there's 7 of them. Beautiful area. This is my favourite place to be in the summer. It is stunning, so I'm going to go down now and we're going to go to the Lifeboat Station, and it's beautiful there.
What makes the perfect pasty?
For me, it's got to have that buttery crust, it's got to have a lot of steak, buttery, crusty, flaky pastry. That's it, my lovely. That's it. North coast of Cornwall, this is Mother Ivy Bay, looking into the estuary into Padstow.
I think we have just found the most scenic place to enjoy this pasty. We've got to go up a hill, but look at it. Trevose Head and the lighthouse has been guiding ships since 1847 and has scenic walking trails along the iconic southwest coast path.
Cornish pasty, Morecambe Barnacuts. What was this, under £4?
Oh mate, it's £2.59 I think.
£2.59. Break them in half?
Yeah, break it in half. Right then. Boom. Wow.
Good pasty.
That's a bit different than what I'm used to. Now, I've seen some pretty beaches before, but standing on top of that mount, looking down at some of them Cornish beaches and all the rugged cliffs and the waves coming in was truly beautiful. But the stuff that we've shot so far today, that's just the entree. We haven't even started the actual trip yet. And we're about to head into Padstow. My work has taken me to Padstow, the most famous fishing port in Cornwall and probably the whole of the UK. The town has a rich maritime history, but today we're being hosted by Rick Stein and his team. And we're here to showcase all of the fantastic food that's on offer. I forget just how beautiful England is. Like, we're so obsessed about going abroad, but actually you get the nice, not even the nice weather, just look how tranquil that is. It's just beautiful. And this is like one area, just one harbour. Okay, quite a well-known harbour, but like it's just got this nice, it's been down by the coast, isn't it? Just this calming feel.
It's the north coast of Cornwall, absolutely beautiful. So anywhere around here, it's just really nice.
Okay, so we've just got down to Padstow and we are hungry. And of course, you can't come down all the way to Padstow without having some fish and chips. This is our first port of call. Now, we're in the fish and chip shop, but we're not getting any old fish and chips. We are getting the catch and compare. And just listen to this. So it's a sharing tasting platter of cod, haddock, sea bass, and the catch of the day, all with chips, mushy peas, curry sauce, and Rick's signature tartar sauce. Now, that is something that we're looking forward to trying.
Serve them. So what are you going to be doing?
Weigh the same, so
Yep.
that's just an average size cod that we'll have. And it'll go into nice.
One-handed or two-handed?
Up to you. You can drop it straight in there so it's covered it nicely. And then at the tail bit, just pick it up. It's a bit slippery. And then just drip it off a little bit so it's not too much on there. And then it will just go into the fry it spacewards like that.
So like this?
Yeah, so just do it nice and down like that. And then that'll just pop up in a minute, and then usually takes about 3 and a bit minutes for it to cook, so.
Amazing, never done that before. How cool is that?
So we've got potato chips, we've got curry sauce, tomato sauce and mashed peas. This one here is your cream, cod, cake and your haddock.
Some pretty impressive fish and chips, wasn't it?
Very good fish and chips, very good curry sauce as well.
I think it was nice trying the different fishes. I think that normally I would only order cod, and to not have it on the menu and actually try some different things I was really, really impressed with.
It's nice to have that other sustainable fishes. You've got the sea bream on there, the haddock on there. It's a completely different type of fish and chips, isn't it?
Well, I think the hero product for me was that tartar sauce, and that was the first time you had ever tried.
First time I've ever tried it. We are off to Trianon Bay now, so we're going to go from Trianon Bay, walk along to Constantine's Beach. Just about 5-10 minutes from here. Get on. Curly Gaz eats Devon in Cornwall. I think there's another one down here as well.
I love it.
You've not been fined?
Yeah, I saw.
So we are at Trianon Bay, just outside Padstow. So we're going to walk down here. We're going to go across the cliffs, the right to Constantine Bay, and then onto that we've got Boobies Bay. So I'm going to show Ollie some boobies a bit later on.
Just looking around at the beautiful but rugged landscape, you wonder why people don't holiday out of season more. The light at around 3 PM is so majestic, casting silhouettes and making this segment look like a movie. This has to be some of the most stunning coastline in the entire country.
So we're at Trianon now. We're just going to walk Cliff Top Road up over to Constantine. So Constantine's the biggest beach in this area, probably the most popular with surfers. In the summer it's full of surfers, full of bodyboarders, so we're going to head on there, and then we might even get to Boobies. This summer it is, I can't tell you how many hundreds of thousands of people are down on over these beaches here. Get you on a bodyboard or a surfboard, get out there and have some Cornish waves.
All this sea air has made us peckish and rather thirsty, so we popped into Rick Stein's Cornish Arms. Oh. We've been lucky with the weather now, haven't we?
You think? last couple of weeks have been a washout. We've had storms. Today, we've been lucky today.
Can you do a little smile, guys?
I can't smile.
Is that the
That's my smile.
We wanted to keep it light, so we just ordered some pub snacks, but I had to get the half pint of prawns. What makes the perfect pub snack?
It has to have that saltiness that you always gasp in that next point. Easy finger food.
Yep.
So you need to have finger food. You can talk while you're eating. Nothing that's too messy. Chicken wing for me is up there.
Yeah.
It's up there with the pork scratching.
Oh, I love pork scratching.
I love a posh. Really, really posh.
I really don't want to spoil my dinner. Because where we're going to be eating tonight, sensational. So you've obviously seen a lot of Rick Stein content this trip down into Padstow, but there's a reason for that, because Rick Stein's restaurant group is 50 years old. And that's why we come down here, to really sort of showcase where the brand has gone, but also the homage to some of the classic dishes. So what we've ordered today in the restaurant is a really nice collection. So we've got some fresh oysters, we've got some Rockefeller oysters, we've got hot shellfish, which I'm really looking forward to trying. We've got some scallops, because again, super classic, but I think we're going to really see the difference between a classic Rick Stein dish and something that's newer school, that's definitely sort of like more in line with where sort of you're seeing menu items coming through. So we've gone for the turbot with the hollandaise sauce, and then we've gone for a Singapore chili crab to finish. So we're going to be eating some fantastic food, and I can't wait for it to come out. It's a Rockefeller oyster, if you don't know. And it looks like this.
That is my favourite. That's fantastic.
So the next course we've got is Spanish style scallops. Look at that. Expertly cooked.
Yeah. I love the length on the bottom of that. It's really nice.
Mr. Fork, starter cutlery here. We've got crackers for the claws. We've got lobster pick for the larger items like your whelks and your crab claws. You've got a little pick for the little winkles, the clams and cockles that you need that for. Finger bowl to keep yourself clean. Shell bowl to get rid of the evidence. And then you've got obviously a spare napkin, which is the license to get messy.
So this is what I've never tried. I've never tried a whelk before. We've absolutely demolished this table for such a prestigious classic restaurant. Even though the demographic is a little bit older, they want you to get tucked in, they want you to enjoy your food, they want you to get your hands dirty, they even give you bowls to clean them in, they give you all the devices, extra bibs, and then just give you just a plate of just pure flavour and seafood. This was so far the most enjoyable thing of this meal. Look at that. That was truly incredible. Any last words?
Fat, faux, messy, but an experience.
Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic. So last night's meal was absolutely fantastic. Honestly, it's some of the best seafood I've ever eaten. Now we're going to grab a quick breakfast, and then I'm going to go over to the cookery school, and then I'm going to be shooting some content with Jack Stein. This is a perfect egg, mate. Right, wrap this up, get over to the cookery school.
I would say you and Rick, the like emphasis, you get something wrong, it's really quite like, it's so...
Kind of comes with the territory,
Yeah.
because of Gordon, but even though that is manufactured, but still that's his shtick.
Filming content with Jack was incredible, and his knowledge of seafood is second to none. But my little adventure is not over yet, and I'm travelling down to St Ives to attend a very special event. And I was very lucky to be staying in the Carbis Bay Estate Hotel. And I mean, just look at these views. But the event is not for a few hours, so I'll go on and explore. So before my epic dinner later, I've decided to go on a little coastal walk into St Ives. Got to be conscientious of the time though, because I have got dinner at around 5:30, but I can't turn this down. Look at it. I definitely don't think it's a bus stop, but it's amazing. So I can imagine we're at the peak or the crescent of the top of the hill, and I'm going to show you the views. And oh my God, Cornwall, it is incredible. I'm just sat here, just looking out. We now start the descent into St Ives. So St Ives is actually a collection of beaches, and it's historically known for its art. I think it's got something to do with the light down here. It just casts this fantastic hue across everything. And these beaches are just ginormous. Really didn't see the sort of, understand the size of these. I haven't been here since I was a child, but they are massive. Now the only thing that is a bit sad is when you see a seaside town out of season. It's just, everything's boarded up, everything's very quiet. So it might be picturesque out there, but for the economy and the local community, it's a slow drive, it's a seasonal work. And yeah, it's very different. Thank you. A little bit bittersweet because coming down at these places out of season, they're not crowded, you can get parked, it's beautiful. Problem is, it's desolate, it's quiet. I can imagine it being bittersweet for the locals as well because they rely on tourism so much. It's probably the reason why they hate so much tourism. I think tourists are their own worst enemy. Entitlement that happens when you go on holiday. People forget their airs and graces. There's places like Padstow, St Ives, and it's still someone's home, it's still someone's town. But I'll tell you what, it's probably the nicest cronut I've ever had. But I've got company. He wants my cronut. Right, after that tasty treat, it's time to head back, check into the hotel, and get ready for dinner. The event in question is a meet-up with some incredible humans trying to spread positive awareness around alcohol, and the famous Ugly Butterfied restaurant, their team are putting on an evening we are not going to forget. The menu is going to pair perfectly with some fantastic non-alcoholic drinks from around the world. It's going to be an amazing event. None of this could have been possible without the fantastic minds of Jamie and Tom from They Think It's All Sober podcast. And here's just a few words from them.
Perfect time to do it, and then we've obviously partnered with Carvis Bay, who've been really generous with providing some great accommodation for everyone. We've got Richard here from Alcohol Change.
I'm the Chief Executive of Alcohol Change UK. I am 1,981 days sober. No smoking. About 5.5 years.
I'm Stephanie. As Mikey did mention, I'm the head sommelier here.
These geniuses even hosted a live podcast along the way, and here's some of the footage. Hello!
Mate, it's been a minute, how are you?
I'm doing really well, how are you?
We're good, man. We're good. We're very grateful that we've got some amazing experience tonight, and we're grateful for yourself and all the guests for driving and coming 6.5 hours out of town.
This is something else, this is absolutely incredible.
So you are the king of food, obviously.
Oh,
and it's
thank
been
you.
over a year since we did a podcast, so
yes.
Talk to us about what's been going on, how's the variety been treating you, and then even more so, how are you finding tonight?
Well, firstly, sobriety is great. So I spent all last year, I went to every single festival, done them all sober, and had an absolutely wild time. So this year it's all about like travel and maybe going on a sobriety journey with that sort of side of things. But yes, it's great. It's just now just entwined into my life and feeling really good, really positive. And it's just like the new norm. This was a truly special event, and I got to meet some amazing people. We're going to end this Cornish trip with a dip into the sea and the end of 48 Hours in Cornwall.